Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be my first vlog video on my channel. I have asked on Instagram if you would like to see recipe videos or vlog style videos. I have got great response. 42% of you said you want to see vlogs and 58% of you said you want to see recipes, and I got ton of messages saying that you should do both. So this is my first try of doing a vlog. I hope you like it, and let's begin the video. So the time is around 5:30 now, and today is a Friday, so I am done with the work and I want to drink a cup of hot tea, but look at this mess on my island. And here my stove. So I'm going to quickly clean the island and near the stove, just a quick 10 minutes cleanup, and then I'm going to put my chai.
So here I have taken a microfiber cloth and I'm just going to wet with some water and wipe down all the surfaces, and I'm not going to use any kind of cleaners or sprays because this is not a deep clean, this is just a quick wipe down so that the place looks neat and tidy. So in between I'm going to rinse out the microfiber cloth, and here I'm filling some water into the jar so that they can soak before I put them into dishwasher. And microfiber traps all kind of bacteria and dirt, so it is really good for cleaning even though if you don't use any kind of cleaners with it. As you can see, it traps everything and it's so soft as well. So in between I will rinse out the microfiber cloth and use the same cloth again to clean all the surfaces. So I started from one end and I'm cleaning all the way throughout the island, and I'm keeping back the things where they belong. And here I'm cleaning the stove as well. I only use the front two burners, so I'm going to quickly clean that area as well, and keeping back the pan and the lids to where they belong. So if your stove or countertops are greasy, you can definitely use a spray to clean them. But today I'm not going to use the spray because they are already clean. They just need a quick wipe. And as you can see from the video, the microfiber cloth does a really good job of picking everything from the surfaces. So we are getting a lot of produce, especially tomatoes. So we are not leaving the tomatoes on the plant to ripen because the birds will get to them first. So that's why we have cutting down the green tomatoes from the plants and letting them ripen on the counter. So, and we also place all our produce from the garden onto this counter first, and then it goes into the fridge. So that's why there is a lot of dirt and debris from the vegetables, like the stalks of green chilies, a lot of other odds and ends from the garden. So this becomes pretty dirty quickly, and I can definitely say that our countertops are a big hotspot in the house. Whatever comes inside the house lands upon this place. So I have to continuously keep cleaning this place, keep things back at their original places. So one thing I learned is that everything in your house should have a home. If it doesn't have a home, then it's called homeless clutter. So it piles upon surfaces like this. So I try to put the things into their homes as much as possible, but it is not always practical because we are humans and sometimes we get lazy and we forget to keep the things back in their places. So definitely I'm working on that, and I have cleaned all the counters. So now I'm going to do a quick vacuum in the kitchen so that there is nothing on the floor.
So it's all done. It looks pretty neat now. I didn't do any deep cleaning, just a quick wipe. And I will do the dishes at the end of the day. And here I have some scrap for compost. This is Ridge Gourd, which I am supposed to freeze, and this is the peel which I'm going to use for chutney. So since I have done my cleaning, I'm going to put on the stove and make my chai. టీ తాగుతావా? ఏం చేస్తున్నావు చెప్తావా? Can you tell what you are doing? Or I'll show. What are those? You guys, these are earthworms, and this is our compost bin. So my husband is adding food and water so that they can do their thing. So I like to add ginger also to my tea, and I use this grater to easily grate the ginger directly into the teapot instead of crushing it, so that I don't have to wash the marble mortar and pestle, since I only use it for cardamom. And I wash it immediately and let it dry so that it doesn't get any rust. And I got this from the dollar store. So while the tea is boiling, I'm going to put all the Rich Gourd into the Ziploc bag so that I can freeze. So I always have a marker handy in this drawer. So I'm going to date it so that I know when I froze this vegetable. So these are the Rich Gourd that is grown in our backyard, all organic. We didn't add any kind of pesticides, and that's the reason I use the peel as well. The peel is really good, rich in fiber, and I use it to make chutney. And some of these pieces they got little bit tough, so I add them to the chutney as well. So once I freeze this Rich Gourd, I can use any time I want. I can make into a curry, chutney, or into a stew. Whatever I feel like doing, I can do it. It holds the shape very well too. So now I'm going to take all the air out of this bag as much as I can. See? So now I'm going to flatten it out. See? Now it's ready to go into the freezer. And we don't waste anything in our home. Well, I like to try. So this is the peel, that is the Rich Gourd peel, but this is the one that has gone little bit dark and little bit tough. And this is the peel that can be eaten, which is edible. So this I'm going to consume, but this one, it's tough to eat. So this one I'm going to throw it in the compost bin. And here you can see I have the ends of onions, so ginger peel. So all this I'm going to save in this plate for the whole day, or 1 or 2 days. I'm going to collect everything, and at the end of the day I'm going to put it in the compost bin. So now let's check on the tea. So now it has been boiling from 5 minutes and it smells good. I like to do this way. First I boil ginger and cardamom together in the water so that all the juices and flavors come into the water, and then I add the tea powder, and later I add the milk. So let me quickly add the tea powder. So I'm going to add 2 spoons, and this is the measurement for me. That's it. I'm going to let that boil for 60 seconds, not more than that, maybe 60 to 90 seconds. And if I let it boil for more than that time, then the tea will get bitter. So we just want enough color from the black tea into the water, then I can add milk. So now I'm going to add milk, and I'm almost out of milk. Tomorrow morning we have a store pickup for grocery order, so I have ordered 2 gallons of milk. So I measured the milk. I have taken 2 cups, one for me and my husband. So I'm going to add milk to 1 cup. And I'm going to add it. Now I'm going to let that boil. So my tea is boiling over there, and I just wanted to talk in between. Let me know so far, do you find it interesting, motivating? Have any questions? Definitely put them in the comments below. So I definitely feel little awkward doing a vlog because this is my first time, but I definitely hope that I'll get comfortable in the long run, and depending upon you guys' feedback, I'll decide if I want to do more or I just want to stick to recipe videos.
So we are going to enjoy tea with some snacks, and we like to see something while having our tea. So today we are watching Office, and this is one of our favorite shows. Do let me know in the comments if you like Office.
So we finished our tea and snacks. Let's go outside. So look at this chili plant. I have 2, one there and one here. It's full of chilies. I think there are more chilies than the leaves. That is the rich gourd plant. Look at this.
Every evening we spend a lot of time in the backyard, and here I am harvesting some baby corn. And in US, at least in our place, we don't get to find fresh baby corn. The only ones available are the canned ones. So the joy of fresh baby corn right from the garden is unexplainable. So here are the baby corn harvest, and I'm so happy, which you can see in my face.
So it's dinner time, guys, and I thought I should turn on the dishwasher because there are loads of dishes in the sink and it's overflowing. So before eating dinner, I'm going to load the dishwasher, and I'll see you then.
I like to have a clean sink all the time, but let's be practical, it is not possible. We are humans and I don't have any kind of help here. So of course my house gets dirty, my sink is always full. But what I like to do is at least turn on the dishwasher once a day, so that almost all the dishes can go into the dishwasher, and the ones that are like the pans and other wooden stuff, I can do a quick hand wash. So I'm loading the dishwasher. All the plates and the big bowls go into the bottom rack, and all the gentle items and small items go into the top rack. And as you can see, I'm also placing my stainless steel pressure cooker into the dishwasher, and it gets cleaned beautifully.
So I have loaded the dishwasher. there is some space here, so after dinner we are going to put the plates here, and then I will on the dishwasher. And the sink looks shiny, clean and neat. And I have hand washed the pan and the wooden spatula and the lids. And I keep two small toothbrushes to clean the crevices, and this mesh strainer. So with the toothbrush it gets cleaned very well, so I keep that there. That's it guys, I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and if you want to see more vlogs like this, please let me know in the comments below. Please let me know your feedback. Did you like this vlog or you didn't like it? Any feedback is a feedback. And also please subscribe to my channel, give this video a very big thumbs up, hit the like button, and also don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Subbu Cooks. And I'll see you again with a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.